Hello friends, so today we are at the Aga Khan Palace, a palace which is not only famous or known for its natural aesthetics or beauty, but this is also a place which owned Mr. Gandhi when he was jailed. So today I wish to tell you all about one major event of Indian national uprising or the Indian national movement that made British to leave India at the earliest. So it is none other than the August Kranti, which is called as the Quit India movement. What makes Quit India movement a very unique and a very strong uprising of the Indian nationalist movement is because though Mr. Gandhi always resorted for the non-violent movement, it was in Quit India movement that Mr. Gandhi called for the violent mode of approach, do or die, karo or maro. So in the same line of the Quit India movement, there's also one more event, one uprising that also made British to leave India, the Royal Indian Navy Revolt. So Quit India movement and the Royal Indian Navy Revolt were the last nails on the coffin of the British Empire in India. So friends, what I wish to say about the Aga Khan Palace is, it is not just a natural palace but also a very historic one that holds, the wall speaks about the proud Indian national uprising and the Indian national movement. It was Quit India movement which was a mass uprising. All the other uprisings of the Indian national movement, from the Swadeshi movement to the other uprisings, were all limited to the elite class. The first revolt of the Indian nation, the Swadeshi movement, was an elite class which was limited to the upper class, but it was in the Quit India movement that we see that it was a nationwide uprising. And the very uniqueness of the Quit India movement is it is a leaderless movement. It was a leaderless movement. All the other uprisings had a leader, had a neta, but in the Quit India movement it did not have any leader. Mr. Gandhi was captivated, Mr. Nehru was captivated, and so Quit India movement always remains in our history because it was the only uprising which not just limited to the middle class, it was spread across the nation and it was a leaderless movement. I wish you all to visit this place, not just for its aesthetic beauty but also to know about the history of India, why British left India at the mid of the World War, after the World War. And also many people say, why was always Mr. Gandhi captivated in such beautiful things and not in the cellar jail or other thing? Because you should know that Mr. Gandhi was not some any local neta or any local person. He was a global leader. The entire globe had an eye on Mr. Gandhi. The American civil rights movement, the African movement, everything was influenced by Mr. Gandhi's teachings and Mr. Gandhi's philosophy. The entire world had kept an eye on Gandhi. Any arm to Gandhi was also an arm to the British. Any threat to Mr. Gandhi, it was a direct question on the British authority. Thus, to safeguard Gandhi, Mr. Gandhi was captivated in such things. It should be remembered that where Gandhi's influence is getting delimited and it is getting detrodden, we really wish to understand and interpret Mr. Gandhi through his ideas and ideologies. Thank you.